What up, players? It's WarbossTae up in this mug. Unfortunately, it was a very busy day running errands around the house and with the family, so I did not get to sit at the hobby table at all, but I did want to film a video to answer the question of the day, which is, what is your favorite or your top 5 favorite fantasy or sci-fi movies? What's one of them and why? I had to think back. I had to dig deep past the surface of the Lord of the Rings and the Matrixes and the Star Warses to go back to my childhood. One of my first movies that I actually remember really loving as a child was Willow. It was the first fantasy movie that I saw on screen. I was so young, I really believed what I was seeing was happening. I believed in magic. This movie made me believe that there were these little halflings like Willow, and that this kind of thing was real. I really believed in it, which just goes to show how young and impressionable I was at the time and how fantastic the story, the directing, the cinematography, everything about this movie I fell in love with. I love the fact that you've got Warwick Davis, who is not your standard typical manly man, Conan the Barbarian, whose mission is to protect this little baby, and he just goes about it with such an earnestness, and the movie is just filled to the brim with joyful storytelling. And I loved Val Kilmer as Mad Mardigan, the swordman, with a heart of gold beneath that roguish exterior. And I really loved, what's her name, that played Sorsha, I believe the character was. But man, I had a huge crush on her when I was a little boy. And hey, look at that. She's an awesome redhead with a bow. Kind of reminds me of Ygritte. Anyways, I loved Willow. It was one of my favorite movies growing up. I don't even know if it holds up because I haven't seen it since I was in the 2nd grade, but I would watch it over and over and over as a child, and I absolutely loved it. I heard they're making a sequel. I don't know. Does anybody know about that? All right. See you guys tomorrow.
What up, players? Gandalf the Grey up in this mug. Support WarbossTae Studios. For now, more than ever, Hobbiton is in desperate need of heroes. Heroes like Daniel Sprinkle, Scrag Fist, Pix, Dicey Guy, Play It Painted, and Logan Swanson.